Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Click the thumbs up button. Help me out. I'm going to go over more data over the thesis of this channel. Granted, I don't need this data per se to know that, I'm right, but it's more data to show us that the ratio investing is working and that what we're seeing in the market is what other people are seeing. So copper hits a 7-year high as Goldman calls bull market. So they're thinking that copper is the start of in the start of a new bull market for copper. That's also, go to another mining.com. Mining supercycle talk back as copper iron ore prices surge to 7-year highs. So this one is basically talking about circling back to the supercycle, and they're talking about a structural bull market of the 2000s, a period of rapidly rising demand and chronic underinvestment in new supply. And they talk about COVID, spending on the green infrastructure, and we're at all-time highs, not right now, but copper's heading towards all-time highs. You can see it in the charts. It broke out of the large chart pattern. So that's good. Here's another one. Goldman sees copper bull run fully underway, sees potential for record high. The key points: copper, which is used in everything from power to construction, has risen more than 22% this year, on pace for its best year since 2017. This current price strength is not an irrational aberration. Rather, we view it as the first leg of a structural bull market in copper. I agree, because you can see it in the chart pattern, and it broke to that large chart pattern. The investment bank believes the speculative length in the rally is still some way from its limit. Completely agree. Some way from its limit. Another thing I want to touch on, we've got monthly new residential construction for October 2020. I'm going to go down here to housing starts, because that's one of our key metrics, leading indicators. Privately owned housing starts in October were at a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 1,530,000. This is 5% above the revised September estimate of 1.459 million, and is 14.2% above the October 2019 rate of 1.34 million. Single-family housing starts in October were at a rate of 1.179. This is 6.4% above the revised September figure. The October rate for units in buildings with 5 units or more was 334,000. So we're seeing the housing starts go higher. We are going into an expansion phase because it's just at that 1.5 million mark and going higher. So this is all evidence that the thesis of the channel is correct. We're seeing it in all of our indicators. Dollar down, copper up, platinum up, gold up, and gold's going to go way higher. Oil is recovering. I still think the demand supply, the demand has to recover more. The supply is being destroyed, the demand is recovering, and I think oil is going to take a little bit longer than, say, something like copper, gold, nickel, all those things. So in my opinion, I think that gold and silver and platinum are going to just take off here. They're going to gone. The base metals are going to take off and continue to go higher as well. I think oil and natural gas, since there was so much destruction on the demand side from COVID, and COVID continues to destroy demand, I think it's going to take a little bit longer for that to completely recover. So I think we're going to stick around some of this 40s, 50 mark for a little while. And then when demand starts kicking back, maybe it's some quarters away, or maybe even a full year away. But I think next summer is a good spot where it might start coming back quite a bit. A lot more people flying. Not, some of these lockdowns state lockdowns, city lockdowns, whatever the heck you want to call it, they'll be released and demand's going to come back in. So with the supply getting destroyed and the demand coming back, I think it has a good shot of going a lot higher, probably in the summer of 2021. So you might have to be a little bit patient. I wouldn't be selling anything. I actually purchased a little bit more in some of my oil holdings. That's the data. It supports the thesis. The articles are telling us that other people think that a super cycle's coming in commodities. I completely agree with that stance, and I think we're going to be, obviously this channel and the way that we're positioned is going to be rewarded handsomely if when this commodity super cycle comes. This is Finding Value. Thanks for listening.